Good morning, everybody. Guido and Pilgrim coming at you with a coffee talk. Good morning, Pilgrim. How are you doing?
Morning, Guido. Good morning, Colonials and Brits and Euros, including the French and the rest of the world. I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir?
I can't complain.
Good.
Yeah.
You've had guests.
I've had guests. I've had guests. We were just talking. I'm not going to go through all the dirty laundry, but it was a challenge. We're going to leave it at that.
Absolutely. I don't do guests. I leave the building when guests arrive.
Oh man. Yeah, it was something else. I'll just say this without getting into it too much. As I was telling Pilgrim, they had a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, and we haven't dealt with a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old in the house for any amount of time for a long time.
I have noticed that your hair's got slightly grayer
Yeah,
this last week.
that's what the hat's on. I don't have any more on the top. It's all gone.
Yeah. All being pulled out. Brilliant.
To be fair, it was a lovely visit. They're fantastic people. Really enjoy it. So they went down. Speaking of challenges, they decided to come to Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one's in Florida. I always forget. World, Disney World.
The original. Okay,
I
we'll
don't
go
know.
with the original.
Land, I believe, is in California. Disney World. I don't pay that close attention because I can't stand the place, but that's just my problem.
You don't like Mickey Mouse then?
I don't. I mean, I'm ambivalent towards the Disney thing. It's whatever. The idea of going to a big park with all those people, I did it once, and I wanted to gouge my eyes out.
Yeah, you do, don't
It's
you?
It's just not a place. I try to stay away from anything that can turn into a mob.
Yes. Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
if they're, Anyway,
I don't do people.
that's a whole nother
Anyway,
subject.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of these Disney people that has the ears and loves all
I
that.
bet you do secretly. I bet secretly
Yeah.
you've got set in your cupboard, haven't
Sure.
you?
I am. I'm trying to throw you guys off the scent, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's devil's advocate here.
Oh,
but
they
you
loved
get
the
set in your
dog. They loved the
Yeah.
dog, Grendel. Yeah, that was one of the problems. They wouldn't leave the dog alone. But they were fine. They
I
were
bet she
good.
was happy.
They're actually good with the dog, and the dog's good with kids. So that was actually not that big a problem. And if the dog was irritated by him, she would disappear, and she didn't. She
Walk
was
away.
hanging around because she likes
Alright.
attention. The dog likes the people and attention.
Yeah.
So they went to Disney for 2 weeks.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Got them for punishment.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess they're bazillionaires. I don't know.
I don't know, yeah, absolutely. Mortgage to go to Disney for 2 weeks.
Wow, I didn't even ask the question, but it came up in my mind. Like, how much money does it cost to stay and go to the parks for about? It was like 10 days, so somewhere in there, but more or less 2 weeks ish. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you now. I had a mate some 15 years ago went to Florida, Disney World Land, whatever. From the UK, he spent a week there, and this is 15 years ago, £6,000. So
Yeah,
that's
I believe it.
$8,000.
Yeah. I was
$8,000.
thinking about when they told me, and in my mind, I'm like, that had to be close to 10,000 pounds or so.
Yeah,
12
absolutely.
grand,
Now, yeah,
10,
now,
12 grand,
yeah.
a US.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Because four
I mean,
people.
if you want that much punishment, you can go down to the local lady who stands on the street corner and pay her to whip you that much. You know what I mean? If you really want to be in that much pain.
I suppose you could save some if you had like a little efficiency kitchen. You might be able to do some, get some, because you got little kids, so you could do some meals that weren't eating out. So that will help a little bit.
Yeah.
But the cost of getting into the park every day if you did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hotels, all
Yeah.
the rest of it. Or even
Yeah.
if it's like, I don't know. I guess you guys have bed and breakfasts over there.
Well, they
You know,
stayed
places
on
you can
they
stay.
stayed on the properties. You may not know where this is, but it's an area called Disney Springs, and there's a lot of hotels in that general area, and a lot of them are. I don't remember how it works, but there's Disney properties, and then there's hotels that are near that are more or less on Disney, but it's the edge kind of idea. I think they
Yeah.
stayed in one of those which are marginally cheaper. But they're also connected to Disney, so they have all the Meet the Princess events and breakfast with Mickey and all the other stuff that the park does.
It's not worth 10k though, is it? I mean, exactly. Grendel said 6 or 7 years ago it was 10k Canadian, and then Jimmy K says 12K for a week of skiing. I'd go skiing for 12K, absolutely, for a family of 4, but not Disneyland.
Dude, I couldn't do 12K for even for skiing.
I couldn't do for a holiday.
I
No.
love
No.
skiing. $12,000. My God, the stuff I could do at $12,000, rather
Yeah,
than
exactly.
just go travel, go through all the stupidity in the airports, deal with sorry, oh brute, deal with airlines, and then being a I don't know. It's probably easy for me to say because I have a nice family cabin that I can go to, so I kind of can do that stuff on the cheap ish.
I'd take a tent. If that was the case, I'd just live in a tent and go skiing.
Yeah.
I mean, the house general wouldn't. I'd have to put her up in a hotel, but I'd be in a tent. There's a cost saving.
But there's definitely a difference when you do travel like that. I have some friends who do everything on the cheap, so they get a really cheap hotel. They don't worry about a nice hotel. They'll be in a Motel 6. They'll eat most of their meals. They'll just go to Walmart or to one of the supermarkets and get sandwich stuff. You know, and they'll save the money, cost stuff on whatever it is they're doing, skiing or going into the park or that kind of stuff, depending on what it is. I don't know. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty brave of them, and they took 4 and 5 year, 3 and 4 year old, and had a good time. It was nice. They came by. It was great. Glad to see them.
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime memory, I would suggest.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go
Yep.
crikey, you know.
Yep. And I was just telling Pilgrim the other thing going on is my son just and O'Brute be interested in this as well, but he just passed his PPL check ride, which was cool.
Yay! Yay!
Yep.
Has he
very
buzzed
cool.
the house yet? Has he buzzed the house?
He has not.
He
He
needs
has-
to buzz the house.
He's managed to not do anything illegal as far as I know.
Get it down to 50 feet.
But he is in he is in New Orleans, so I don't know. Maybe it won't be flying related. I don't think. But yes,
Talking about low flying, just to throw one in there.
Yeah.
My house general was in work the other day, and we're surrounded by you guys, USAF, where I am.
Yeah.
Loads of you everywhere. She's in work, and her and a colleague in work had to stop work for a second because there was an almighty crash, and they thought something had hit the building and everything. So anyway, yeah.
I know where
anyway,
this is going.
She was,
yeah.
You know where this goes.
Yeah.
So she was flicking through, as she does on her iPhone, flicking through the news, and apparently 2 jets were scrambled and went sonic over the city where she works, and of course it's the old breaking the sound barrier, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
And she said it was like somebody had a big hammer and hit the building. It was amazing.
Boomed
what I
them.
mean? Yeah, boomed him. Yeah. So I mean, A, they must have been fairly low, and B, they must have been going hell for leather. You know
But make
what I
sure
mean?
you put in your complaint.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Tell 'em
complain
you're-
all about sound of freedom. I never complain.
Tell them one of your little doodads on the shelf broke or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I never complain about the sound. The sound of democracy and freedom. That's the best sound you could ever want to hear. And, yes, close, O'Brute, but not that close.
Well, we got a complaint. We got some complaints once. A bunch of people got a sonic boom and out on one of the islands here. The little, I'm trying to think of what it's called. Not Shell Island. It's further around Apalachicola. But of course, they had a valid complaint because I believe it was an F-16 that time or a 15. Anyway, one of the two went into the bay at supersonic.
Wow.
So they may have had a valid.
You look to do
They may have
that.
had a valid complaint. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth the complaints just to do it, isn't it? Just bring a spray up from
Yeah.
the sea as you were at 10 feet. Sonic boom.
I don't remember if that was the 16 that went in or the 15 that went in.
Brilliant.
Where it was
Brilliant.
pretty close to. It was close enough to a bunch of the houses and they think it might have been supersonic when it went in. Probably not the 16. 'Cause I think the 16, when he punched, it was in idle, so it just sort of went down. The 15, when the guy punched, was still an afterburner. It was
Wow.
a bit of an inadvertent situation. And I
Oh,
think.
you mean going into the water?
Yeah, like straight down into the water.
Sorry, I
no,
thought you meant when you said going in. I
No.
thought you were going in to do the sonic boom. Man,
no.
that's bad.
Both those examples, there was no pilot in it at the time. I'm pretty sure. I think I want to say it was the 15 that with the inadvertent ejection. Speaking of, I don't know if you would see that over there, but we had a backseater inadvertently eject themselves out of the back seat
Yes,
during a
it's that.
taxi.
Yes, it's that. Yeah. By accident. Did he pull the wrong lever?
She.
Okay.
She.
Yeah.
However,
Okay.
in what's called an incentive rider, so not a pilot. Either way, that doesn't matter. She was a recruiter, I think. So got what we call an incentive flight. So did good work at work. Got nominated. Probably won a quarterly or yearly award or something for doing really well. Just not really well at safing the seat. My assumption, and I could be wrong, but my assumption is instead of flipping, there's a lever on the left side of the seat that you flip up, and it lays like this, and then it flips forward, and as I recall, sits on the ejection seat, the handle, so you can't pull the handles. There's also a pin,
Yes.
but the ground crew usually pins the seat. And
Okay.
but that's an arming lever to arm the seat. So if it's forward, then the seat is not armed, and if it stops the handles from coming up, and because if you climb out, you might catch it with something. So as long as that lever's up, you're not going to catch it with anything. And
Got you.
because it's a 0-0 seat, so if you eject while you're sitting in
Okay.
it, you got a chance because you should get a chute in one swing. Theoretically, you should.
Theoretically, yes.
But if you're not strapped in and you're standing on it and it goes, you're probably screwed.
Yes, you're gonna make a bit of a mess.
So he probably said something to the effect of, "Safe your seat," and somehow she reached down and pulled the levers, or a lever, or something like that.
It's not a D ring in the middle between the legs.
No, on the
it's-
15 Aces 2, it's on they're both on the side. There's two handles, one on each
Wow.
side of your leg, of your thigh, on the edge of the seat, and
Yeah.
there's kind of, I don't know if they're plastic or heavy cardboard or whatever, but there's like an insert on the inside of it. So when you push your hand,
Yeah.
you got to kind of want it. So you'll
Yeah.
kind of feel that you've pushed through, and then you got to grab them, and you're supposed to pull them both at once. So it's not easy to inadvertently do
you've
it.
got to do both at once.
One will work, I think, but the
One will work.
procedure
I'm
is
if you were shot in the arm, that you could do it. you
one
can do
will
it
work.
with one hand.
But the procedure is put your head back, put both hands in, and pull it, because that keeps your elbows in, and then you.
Yeah. Well, that was it. Does the canopy then explode at that point? Because
the-
still wired up to go
Yeah,
bang in it.
yeah. The canopy goes first, and the canopy was sitting on the back of the airplane.
Oh, that's a very costly mistake,
Yeah,
isn't it?
looked like to me it was maybe on the left wing, kind of on the back fuselage left wing area. It was hard to kind of tell. I don't think it was directly in between the vertical stabs, but it was the airplane. The pictures of the airplane taxiing. There's no canopy. There's a pilot in the front, and then the back area where there's usually a seat is very empty. There's a canopy on
the part it's like that. I just give up. I just give up.
there's a canopy on the back of the airplane, and then off to the back left of the airplane, you see there's a little bit of a wavy white thing, which is the parachute, and there's somebody sort of getting up.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, lesson learned. Don't be pulling levers inside the cockpit of an aircraft.
Dude. Yeah, like
I
a Bruce.
still
Yeah, the whole canopy goes. You don't go through the canopy, so there's
you've got the jagged primer cords in it, so
Right.
it tends to shatter the canopy away, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we have a jet.
Although we've got F-35s now, so I guess it'll be similar to that now.
We have a jet that does it that way. Does the 35 have that now? I don't remember. Don't know. Anyway, so that
I
happened.
mean, the Harrier jump jets used to have that explosive canopy.
Yeah,
and all
because
the
you
rest
went
of it.
through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 15 does have a point at the top of the Aces 2 seat that's a canopy breaker. Theoretically, if the canopy does not go, it's supposed to break through, but you're probably buying an injury on that.
You'd probably get the headache.
Yeah. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. So the Sun's flight
Brilliant. Yeah.
flight examination was, he tried the day before, bad weather, did his ground eval, passed that fine. Was sitting around, again, bad weather, calling his instructor, and the CFI's like, I don't really recommend it. And all the other CFIs sitting around are like, don't mess with weather on your check ride. He's like, Dad, what should I do? I'm like, dude, well, a couple things are for certain. If you don't drive out to the airport, then you can't fly it.
Yeah.
Right. So if it does clear up enough and you're not there, then you can't fly it. So my advice is you don't got anything else going on, drive out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
just wait.
Put eyeball on it. See what happens. You got 2 hours. You know, you were going to be there an hour early. Go head out there now. He's like, I don't know. And he did. So good on him. So he goes there. Same thing. Walking around, talking to CFIs. You know, obsessively checking the weather, looking out the window. All the stuff you do when you're a pilot. You're trying to figure out if you can do a check ride based on weather and blah blah blah. So goes through all that stuff. And again, the CFIs are all, well, I don't know. You know, I don't mess with weather on my check ride and all that stuff. And the owner of the company's like, hey, send Santi into my office. So he goes in there. And the guy's like, look, trust your training. They don't call it a CFI. Oh, Brute will know what it is. There's a different acronym. I can't remember what it is. There's a P involved, I think. But anyway, the CFI, I'll say CFI. It's a different acronym for civilians. He's like, she's a very straightforward person. Obviously, if you don't have the VFR weather, then you can cancel the check ride as you're going. That's your option at all times. You have to make
So you've got that option all the way before you lift off, basically.
Well, even in the air, if you run into
okay.
if it's marginal VFR, DP, thank you. If it's marginal VFR, then he's not supposed to be flying it. Now, she's all qualified, so they're legal, and if she had to take over to get back because they got into a cloud or whatever, she could do that. But part of the test is his decision-making and his limits and what he can do as a pilot, right? So that's all part of it.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're independent when you're up there, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's a bit of a bummer that you're dancing around marginal VFR on your check ride, that's for sure, because if you make a bad decision, then that can reflect negatively on the evaluation, all that stuff. But you know, he's like, hey, look, she's reasonable, and if you have to thank you. See, I didn't know what the D was. So he's like, all right, let's do it. So they go out, get in the airplane, do all that stuff. He did his landings first, so his pattern work first. Then he was going to go out and do his maneuvers. And he said they got out.
Is that when you say landing, it's touch wheels and then take off again, or is it full land, taxi, then take off again?
Used to be, and I don't know how recent this is. Could be 20 years for all I know. But now they make you land, taxi off the runway, taxi all the way to the end, and take off again. So they're all what we call full stops.
That's a big old dude. That's a big old thing to do.
Well, it takes a while. Yeah, it takes a while, and you're doing it in a Cessna. So then he has to go do his maneuvers, circle around a point, S turns, level 45 degree and 30 degree turns, whatever they are. All the maneuvers. So he goes out and they found like a 2 mile freaking hole between clouds. And he's under the foggles because you got to do some of the stuff under the foggles. And she's kind of directing him after the maneuvers. Like, all right, keep on left. All right, roll out. So they can stay VFR and do all that because he can't see. And but he's doing the maneuvers. She's not doing anything with that. And then, so they just bouncing off clouds, maintaining clearances. And then the next thing you have to do is you've planned a cross country, so that you show them all the paperwork. You do it by hand with all the tables and all the crap.
Yeah.
Nowadays you have all this great electronic stuff that just does it, which is absolutely amazing. But he does.
So you don't have to sit down with a map or anything else, do you?
So he'd done all the calculations, all that. He knew exactly. So they're going to go to Apalachicola, and there's a bunch of weather between them. And she goes, they had just landed again, I think, to do a landing. And they were discussing it. And she goes, there's a bunch of weather at Apalachicola, but it looks like if we go north up to Calhoun County, so if you want to, you can redo your flight plan. But you got to do it here because we can't go back in. And
he's got to do it in the cockpit.
Yeah, and she goes, and I'll let you use the for-flight stuff because I've already seen you do the planning otherwise. And he's really good. We bought him the little iPad Lite. He's really good with all that. So he's doing the flight plan to go up to this other place.
Fantastic.
She gives him an option. She's like, if you want to, go ahead and do that. And he's like, oh yeah, whatever, let's do it. So you make you make a lot of money on check rides when things aren't perfect. Not necessarily what you're doing, but the weather or the situation or ATC or the airplane, whatever's going on. If you're flexible and can react to it, and you can do it.
because it's real time, isn't it?
Right.
It's real stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are actual good examples of good decision making in an airplane. So he made a lot of money off of that. They took off. They got to the first point, started towards the second point. She's like, "Look, I've seen enough. You're good to go. Let's head back."
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, he did the divert
Good on
thing.
you.
Yeah, he did all the divert stuff as far as the things you have to do and plan for it and where am I going and what's the heading and where's the point and all that, all that shit. And then she's like, "All right, let's head back."
Wow. Well, I guess as an examiner, you do it so many times and you see so many people that you get a feeling almost immediately whether the person that sat in the pilot seat is going to make the grade or not. So
Yeah.
she obviously had that impression from the beginning, from however his deportment was. But then it's
Right.
then solidified by his decision making, which sounded like spot on. Really
Yeah,
spot on.
solidified by the actual performance, the actual execution of the thing. Yeah, absolutely. And so good on him. He did well. He's super excited. That's cool.
Have you got to buy him a plane now?
Well, we're in the thinking part because at some point he's got to get 1,500 hours if he wants to continue on with this.
What's a little Cessna? What, a single engine? You mean single prop?
I don't know.
What's the
Brute probably has a
what's
better idea. 50, 80 grand, maybe something like that.
Okay, so it's not beyond reach, but it is an expense.
If you get a partner and can find the right airplane, it's also the yearly cost or monthly cost because you've got they're expensive.
Yeah.
It's not like you buy one, put it in the garage, jump in it, and drive it every month, and then once a year do some work on it. It's constant.
It's a constant thing. Yeah.
And if something important breaks on it, it's
Yeah.
you get to fix it at whatever the cost of that thing is.
You said 2 months at Disney. That's how much.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it is. I guess it's a big thing. It's a big consideration, isn't it? Is there a facility to hire them to get the hours in then?
There is, but that's really expensive. That's why some people,
okay, all right.
if you've got a couple guys who want to go in and maybe need hours or they want to use it for other stuff and then you use it for your hours or whatever. But it's very expensive to rent.
Yeah. I can imagine.
The school will rent to students. So they're not really a rental just for anybody, but they will rent to students to build hours. So if you're a student there or have been, they'll do that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's the other part, right? You got to have a hangar. You need to have a place to keep it. So that's a monthly cost.
You need to go to park it, don't you?
Whatever the hell that is. Yeah.
He should get his helicopter license. He can park it in the garden, then, couldn't he? In the yard.
Which is why a lot of people park them at these little airfields all over the place because it'll just be cheaper. Like I don't even want to know what it costs at Panama City beaches.
Hangar space.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be like I don't know, hundreds a day, easy.
But we'll see. And then my daughter was on a business trip down in Palm Beaches, and she sent me a picture, and I'm like, "What is this?" It's like one of her workers is right there, and then there's somebody in the background. I'm like, "Who is that back there?" And then she sings like, "Do you see who that is?" I'm like, "I don't know." As I zoom in, I'm like, "Is that Michael Jordan?"
No way.
Oh yeah. She's like, "Oh yeah, he's like a table over."
Wow. And you don't really want to run up with a pair of sneakers and go, "Can you sign these for
Oh,
me,
it's
please?"
it's a very so the client is a very bougie. I don't remember which hotel it is, but a very bougie hotel down in Palm Beach. And she had all her media people. They were doing a media food event, so they had a big dinner going on, 5-course, 7-course, whatever it was. Apparently, he was having the same meal.
Wow.
So she was there shepherding for her company that she works for. She was shepherding all the media personalities, and they were eating food. But nobody. She's like, nobody bothered him. In that place, it's all very rich people, so they don't bother each other.
No, of course not. No, you get that. You get that. I mean, it's nice when you get feedback from your kids that if they're being successful. I mean, obviously, if they're not, you're still there to support them. But isn't it nice to think that because both of you have invested, you and your house channel have invested basically a whole lifetime to bring them into that point in the world, and to get, I can't think what's the word, but basically to get feedback like that, it just makes you feel like, I didn't do such a bad job as a dad, eh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is nice that's great.
And it's cool they're both doing doing what they want. You know what I mean? I never pushed it. I've never pushed them in the whole flying thing.
No, we spoke about this, didn't we? I
Yeah,
mean, my
yeah.
son joined the army. He went to Welbeck, which was the pre-commissioning college. So you're supposed to go to Welbeck for 2 years, and then you go to Sandhurst.
Yeah.
So he went in to be an engineer officer. After the first term, he went, "Do you know what, Dad? It's not for me." And I went, "That's
Yeah,
fine.
fair enough,
I'm not
yeah.
pushing you to join the army. You go and do what you want to do. It's
Yeah.
fine. You know, if you're not happy, then don't do it for anybody else. Do it for yourself."
Absolutely.
So yeah, absolutely, it's great. But it's great when you get to that point where they get to their point in life and they can go, "Hey, Dad, look what I'm doing."
Right.
Ah,
Yeah.
brilliant. That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, so I guess it's been a big week. I even played some tanks. Is that what we're?
Did you know?
Is that what we do?
Yes, I did a few.
Is that what we do here?
I don't know. What do we do here?
Let's see. Finish the WZ1G FT 135986XYZ.
Right, that one.
Terrible. 47%.
Yeah.
Good morning, Danam. How you doing? Good morning to everybody, by the way. O'Brute, Grendel, Jimmy, Gator, Cliffy. Who else we got here?
Yeah. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good morning.
Grendel's here. Cliffy's here. 8th Hussars. Danham. And anyone else I missed, I apologize. So played a decent amount of tanks. Had an okay week. Got lit on fire a couple times. Not crazy. Special K, good morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's continuing. I don't know if it's as much, but I definitely got lit on fire. 2 different tanks. The KV4 KTTS lights on fire, and so does the Toro. I think.
Well, if it's any help to you, I've played the Toro quite a bit, and I've never been let on fire. So
Really?
it's just you, isn't it?
Because I think Toro means fire in Italian, doesn't it?
Does it really? Does for you? Yeah. Yeah.
So did that. Enjoyed a little bit of gaming this week. Working on the Rompanzer.
Oh yeah, the shovel.
Yep. Finally clawed it back above 50%. The KTTS, which I'm sitting at 61, and the Toro, which I'm sitting at 62. So getting some better results here. We got 93 battles in the Toro, so pretty close to 100. KTTS is at 79, and the Rompanzer's at 65. So doing okay with all those.
Here's a weird fact about the NA server, which
Okay.
is
Weird
like-
facts are now
like-
open.
No, it's just me making stuff up, but it's in my head, right?
Okay.
This weird fact in my head. See, I went on today, and today being about 2 hours ago, and
Okay.
of course 2 hours ago to me is sort of 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. 2 hours ago to you guys was obviously middle of the night, really,
Right.
effectively, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever. You cannot get a game at tier 10 or tier 6. I had to go to tier 4 to get a game.
Really?
Otherwise, I was watching the clock. I was watching the clock
Yeah.
tick down almost like 4 minutes before I got into a game at tier 10 or tier 6.
How many
So I was
people were
actually-
there, though? 2,000, maybe?
Yeah, no, less than 2,000.
Really,
I was
yeah.
like, everybody who is up at that time in the morning or is playing the NA server from a different country are playing tier 4s and below. So it was an interesting. I had to go to tier 4 to actually get a game. I thought tier 6 would be a given, but apparently not. No, you can't get in tier 10. No chance.
That is surprising, actually. There's only 4,690 on right now.
Yeah, it's not massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Sunday morning. People will be getting up and all the rest of it, but yeah, a good chunk of those people have forgot to log out.
That's a good point. More than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
There's probably 18 people playing.
But it was interesting at tier 4. What was I playing? The Italian tier 4 medium. I can't.
Saharino or whatever, something
Yeah,
like
that thing. I was playing that, and actually, I can't even remember the map. But anyway, everybody deployed properly. Well, I say properly, like the meta deployment, and I was like, wow, this is cool. This is like old school. Heavies go to the heavy spot, mediums go to the medium spot, lights giving lots of lights and all that
Wow.
stuff. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
At tier 4.
I like tier 4.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good at tier 4.
At
Art.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Art the Ninja, good afternoon. How you doing?
Arthur Negan, yes, good to see you.
Let's see, what else? I think that's it pretty much for channel news. We're just working on those tanks. Should have a video, I believe, on the WZ coming out. We're going to hit hard this next week the idea of stop pushing into their campers because it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing I have noticed, and that's both servers. That's EU and NA. There is just so much of that going on.
It's once you see it, you just can't unsee it. You know, you just.
It's like it's traumatic.
I start to cringe when the other flank wins easily. Like maybe 6 tanks are over there and they kill 2 or none or something, because then you see them charging hard right at the enemy cap, and you're looking at all the missing tanks, and it's 6 TDs or something. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know. You see all the TDs on the top of the screen. You're like,
Yeah, they're not. They haven't been lit yet, and you're like, no, 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 and then the little death thing comes up. Whoop, whoop,
Yeah,
whoop,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you want to go like that to them, don't you? Here, borrow these and look at your
dude.
map.
I wonder if I just push across this open ground and if I can get on their cap with 6
course you can.
TDs.
Of course you can. It's not a problem.
Those
They
unaccounted
don't see you.
those unaccounted for TDs are probably on the other flank pushing, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. They're at the front of the battle on the other flank. Absolutely. They're not sat back on the red line waiting for muppets like you to roll in and get yourself eaten alive.
No, they're all just looking the other way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's like best case of Brute. You gotta love that.
Yeah.
Just pushing across the open, and you have a tank like a T-78 with good pen and decent alpha. You're just Plus, they're a little wounded anyway because they fought through that. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so dumb. Well, they'll send the overmatch. They'll win the flank, and then they'll push into the campers. That's how it goes. Well, I was on Steeps. I was on Steps yesterday, and they won the flank. We're in the south. Were you in the south? Or were we in the north? No, we were in the north, and the team won the east side, I think it is. And I just saw it happening. Like, do not push, stop pushing, So I said to the Progetto 65, I'm like, dude, quit trying to light those guys. You're not going to see them. And he's like, I'm lighting them. I'm like, no, you're not. I can see what's going on. You guys are just I'm like, come on, man. Dude.
I do one line. I type in one line if I see that. I'll just say, stop pushing into their campers. And you've won. I put,
Yeah.
no, what do I put? You've won the flank, stop pushing into their campers. If they don't respond to that, I just leave it.
Yeah.
You know what? We've lost this. So, I'm not wasting any more words on you lot.
I've used all the words I'm going to use on you.
Yeah, exactly that.
All right, let's see what we got specials wise. We got the blue light special. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. There's not much going on, man. We have the 15th. The 15th anniversary is the big thing still, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Still a big
it is a consumable and equipment sale right now, my friends. So if you need to buy food or kits or equipment, now's the time.
50%.
50%. Then remember, buy it 50% and then sell it back.
Sell it back and you make
Yeah.
you make double your money. Or not.
Remember, if you buy it,
I'm waiting for the XP conversion to do the big number. I want them to do a big number, like 50.
yeah,
Not this 40, not this 30, but 50. So
we have to
I'm
think.
saving everything for then.
Yeah, you have to think with the anniversary that will eventually show up. If it hasn't already, I don't think it has.
No,
Remember-
I don't think I have. I've been looking for it.
Remember when you buy it at 50%, if for some reason you need to bring that cash back, it's like money in the bank. You can just sell it back, not during their sale, but during full price.
No. Don't do a pilgrim.
Yeah, you'll get all your cash back. So you're really just storing money in a different way. You're storing silver in a different way when you buy a bunch of that stuff.
Oh yeah, there's rewards from the AMD event as well, isn't there? That Clouds just mentioned it. I've just remembered that. There's
It's a what?
AMD event. I think what it's called. I don't know what the AMD stands.
You mean the AMD Clan Showdown? Yes, yeah. There's been
yeah.
Today, I think that's over. Today is Gamescom drops start today on the 10th.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Cliffy's got
Right.
it. There you go. So I believe it's at 10 a.m. my time Central, so 2.5 hours. Yep.
Yeah.
And there might be. Does that one have? mystery drops? Yes. So it's possible to get a Renegade. It's possible to get a T-54D. There's a 3D style for the Grille, and then there's probably what most people are going to get is the 2D style, the Gamescom. So 3 hours you have a shot at a tank. T-54D, Renegade, a 3D style, or a 2D style. Most of you will get a 2D style.
Yeah. That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
2D style. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Wargaming. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't think I've ever got one of the big things. Have any of you guys ever got one of the big drops, mystery drops? Anyone ever got a tank? Don't know, Coronal.
No, I've never
that's a great
seen
question.
anybody get a tank from a drop. No.
Oh, today is still? Are you sure? Really? Because this shows 2 hours and 24 minutes to launch. Watch Gamescom 2025 streams and earn Twitch drops. Showing Sunday the 17th. Now it's not unheard of for Wargaming to get their times wrong.
No, surely not.
Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. You might as well go to bed and do it tomorrow.
Anybody playing Overwhelming Fire? Anybody been overwhelmed by the fire?
No, don't get overwhelmed by having machine guns on tanks. Not at all. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay, here we are, Guido. My French boss is in chat, so keep it straight. No talk about tanks with 7 reverse gears and 1 forward gear, or the fact that arrows are a better weapon than French garlic, or anything like that. No, we don't want any of that stuff, and we don't want anything about that France has been invaded way more times than the United Kingdom, or anything like that. We don't want to be talking about that either. All right.
Look,
Well,
anybody.
the fact that you got a big copper statue off the French, didn't you? So I suppose
Anybody-
you're like,
Anybody can hide behind a big old ditch called the channel.
big
Come
old
on.
ditch.
See-
Oh, bit of a Francophile, are we?
Is this where I note that you are basically French?
Not in a million years. Not in a million. Look, okay, let's go back to 1066 when William the Conqueror,
Yeah.
See, my French accent is awesome. William the Conqueror decided to come across from Normandy and have a little bit of the old English, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he did his stuff. He built a tower, the Tower of London, which my friend now works in. We all know about that.
And then turned
However-
all of your royalty into Frenchmen.
No, they did not.
He did.
No,
Oh,
they did
yes,
not.
he did.
No, they did not. No, they did not. We have some German as well, but no, they did not because you see, when it comes to Pilgrim's surname is a Celtic surname,
Yeah.
Welsh Celtic surname, and the Welsh was never defeated by the French in any way, shape, or form. The Celts survived all of that, even the Romans and everybody else. Oh, there we go. Bonjour.
Are you trying to tell me that you're hanging your hat on a tiny little spot in England
In Anglesey.
where
We survived in Anglesey.
where the speed limit is 10 kilometers an hour on an A road? Is that what you're doing?
Do you guys even know what kilometres are before you go down that road?
10 kilometers an hour is like going backwards. Oh, you're muted.
When you're riding a horse, you're not going to do much more than 10 kilometres, are you?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Anyway, it's still legal.
No abuse of the French.
It's still legal to kill
Yeah.
a Welshman trying to go over the gates of Chester, man, over the walls of Chester.
Well, yeah, that's only to go shopping in Marks and Spencer's, isn't it? Because they don't do Marks and Spencer's in Wales, do they?
This is devolved.
It has devolved. My apologies. It's because the French person's in.
How about we just all get along? Welcome to everyone here. French.
Welcome to my boss. I can't wait for tomorrow now.
Yeah, that's going to go poorly. Yeah, report back in what happens. Let's see.
I'm getting stiff now. Look at this. Let's have a look at all the castles around South England to see who built them. Yes, I know, because you hid in them. And then when it got a bit hairy, you ran away back over the channel and legged it like you do. Anyway, sorry, we can't do Agincourt here.
How long was French the language of the English court?
Never was.
Oh,
Never
right. Was. Sure it wasn't. All right.
Not in my memory. I'd rather speak German.
See, this British fella is not prepared for somebody who knows a little bit about history.
Shut up, you American, you colonial.
We do have a really nice statue as well. That thing's pretty awesome.
You do, yes. You're like that, you and the French.
Lady
aren't
Liberty.
You?
Oh yeah. We had a little trouble with you. They helped us out with, so that was very nice, actually.
You see, and that's the other thing.
Yep.
That's the other thing. You might have Disneyland and Disney World and all that lot, but what do? When you want to come over to this side of the Atlantic, you go and build one in France.
Yeah.
You don't go to the United Kingdom. You go to France. Because they give you a little statue. Well, what's that all about?
Lafayette, we are here. All right. What's for sale? The Nemesis.
It is.
The KR. No.
Yeah.
M4Y, probably not. I don't know. This is all. The 122 TM is better than you might think. If you just have to have a KV5, if for somehow you've managed to play this long and don't have one, they're for sale again. We do have the London Bridge, which is a really weird thing that we have for some reason. Took it apart and brought it to America. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, it's one of them because it's the one we didn't need. It's the one that the French ran back across to go to Normandy back on. We didn't want it.
And we put it out in a desert.
Yeah, you did.
At a place
that bridge to and from, don't know.
No, it just goes across like a channel at Lake Havasu.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Okay, god damn it, let's go buy a bridge.
Dude.
Where are we gonna put this bridge? We're gonna put it in the desert. We're gonna put it in the desert and you guys can walk across it.
Of all the places to put it, it's the strangest thing.
Don't even show a picture.
I am going to show. I have to. I got to show a picture. Here it is.
Oh, that's embarrassing to your fellow fellow Americans. That is embarrassing.
There's the London Bridge, Lake Havasu. Goes across a little channel in the middle of a desert. Well, we even put a red telephone box right next to it.
You did, yes.
Wow.
That's like some of the maps on World of Tanks, isn't it?
Right?
They've got features that have relationship to the map itself.
We have a city of Havasu must be like a sister city to London or some such. Anyway, there it is. That's the place. All right.
Brilliant. Anyway, get back to it. Sorry.
If you missed the daily win 15 games to get a tier 2 tank, we're on to quite a few now. 17th tank. The next 7 are for sale for $28.58. You could have had them for $7 if you'd have bought them each day, but just in case you want to pay 4 times what you should for them, you can get them for $28.58. Probably one of the silliest monetization schemes, and of a significant number of silly monetization schemes from Wargaming, this one takes the cake. Incredible. I don't even know where to start with that.
Well, yes. Well, there's no point in going down the monetization route with Wargaming anymore because it's a standard practice now. So you either take it on the chin or ignore it, don't you?
I can't wrap my mind around the fact that they offered it for $1 each day, and then that would have been $7, and then they sell it for $28. I don't know.
There's going to be people who buy it. There's going to be people who buy it.
I mean, let's say you just doubled it to $2 and made it $14, and you said, if you missed the daily one or you don't want to bother with whatever the case may be, because you do have to grind it. So I do understand that if it's a little bit more than, well, that's actually not true because $1's $1. I don't know. I'm trying to help them out here. I can't. I'm at a loss. I can't.
They have experts at this. You know what I mean? They have experts.
I tried to reason it out and maybe give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not possible. All right.
No, it's not possible, is it? It's well,
Not on that one. Not on that one. ST66 is $43 for a tier 8. That's quite a bit for a medium, actually, but there you go. Some people are saying this is pretty good. Got a Barask, the Grom, the Shenlac, lots of stuff for sale. I didn't realize this, but I guess they've been going through some of the old crews. Was it been daily or weekly or every 3 days, whatever it is? But this is different because this is the Halloween 2022 crew. So you can buy these people, and I think actually they're not for gold. So $17, you can have the whole shebang. $5 each. So of course that's more expensive. It'd be $25, $26 to get them separately. So for 17, you can have all of them in one deal. 3D styles, etc. And I don't think there's actually anything new in the store here. They haven't been refreshing this store as far as I know. Because items.
No, I don't think there is anything. It's just for a long time it's sat static for a long time.
Yeah. Well, specifically, I'm talking about the 15th anniversary. That's not true. They did put them in for gold. Never mind. I'm incorrect. So you can get them for gold, in case you didn't know. So that's in the store, in the client, and you can get a Universal Manual for $12.50 gold. I have a bunch of these. I just noticed the other day. I want to say, how many of these do I have?
What, crew trainers?
No, the personal training manual, which is the 850,000, not the universal.
Yeah,
that's
they're about the only useful ones out in there.
I have 78 of these things.
78. 78.
Yeah.
Crikey, I've got two.
Dude.
I've got two. And I don't know who to put them on.
I think I'm going to have to start treating the books a little bit more like I do with the other resources. That what am I hoarding those things? Just dump them on crews at some point and call it good.
The problem you got with that is that when you get your crew skills up to 3 or 4, maybe 4, none of those books actually make much of an impact on the percentage. So if you use them for an unskilled crew, you can generally get your whole crew up to sort of three
right.
skills.
Yeah.
But then, to get the 4th skill, you need like 1 million XP for each crew member.
Yeah.
So they don't make a big dent, especially not the ones that only give 20%.
Yeah, the 20,000 experience. But you're right. From 1 to 3, you can crank up a crew to 3 skills. And if you got a 3-skill crew, they're competitive. They're at the competitive level. They're starting to be able to do some things for you. So that's a good point. And I think that's pretty much it, fellas, for that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look in the missions here.
Welcome, Baitor.
Baitor, how you doing?
Out of bed.
I did buy actually the other day the 2 crew members that had missions with them, the ones that are in the background of the garage.
Yeah.
So I did one each of the gold ones and finished those missions up. There's a lot of doodads there, so I did that.
Are you gonna do the gold slide on the
Oh, I have to.
battle pass? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was thinking I wouldn't, because I haven't finished the 3rd chapter of the standard battle pass. I'm only on 15 of the special one for the tank. I will do that because I want to get the tank. I thought about maybe not sliding the slider for the other one. Because whatever, who cares? Except that, again, that's also a tank because I want to get the coins so I can get the last battle pass tank.
Okay.
So I probably will slide it. And that's about it. You got the enhance your collection thing, but today's offering is an AMR 35, 15th anniversary. That's just the stuff you get each time. Remember, if you're a veteran, a 15-year guy, that you're adding 5%, I think, to everybody.
I don't know.
On your team.
I don't know if the veteran status is 15 years.
Why?
Because I was playing on the EU server earlier on today, and you get the little message saying you get extra bonuses because you've got a veteran playing on your team.
Okay. Everybody in the team gets it.
But there was no veteran icon against anybody in my team.
That's only because they haven't put it on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
okay. That's I wondered about that too, but it's one of these things. Where's the dumb thing?
Oh, okay. April 2012.
So
That's so
this is
weird.
how you get to that if you don't know, guys. See this little 15 right here? It's not very obvious, but if you go back to if you go up here to this top left where your name is and click on it, it brings up this screen where you can manage your excluded maps and look at what your current credit reserve and yada yada is. It's kind of a useless map or a useless page, I guess. But this, where it has my 15, it shows whatever icon you've selected or haven't selected. If you click on that, now you have all your options.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, I can do the military. You have all these different icons that you can put up there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and the top left is the Watt 15. I just did that so people knew that they were getting the percentage. I don't know why that mattered, but whatever. There you go.
I hadn't seen all this.
Yeah.
I've never seen all this before.
Yeah.
Played
There's-
this game for nearly 12 years.
I know there's a lot of weird
I'm not
stuff
a
like this in this game, man, where something hidden. I learn nearly every week from you guys some place I'd never been or something I hadn't clicked on or whatever.
veteran. Okay, well, there we go. There you go. Very good. I'm still not a veteran. I'm not sore about that whatsoever. The fact that, see, now this gets me.
Okay. All right.
Because I played this game on Xbox way before I
Oh,
came to PC.
jeez. Yeah.
So I was there at the very beginning on Xbox, and then my Xbox died, primarily because I threw it down the stairs. Anyway, that's a different matter. And then I went to.
That's like arguing. That's like arguing you should be a military veteran because you were in the junior cadets for 4 years.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? I did Army Cadets, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I was a cadet colonel, man.
Yes, I defended my school from the enemies.
I was a 10-star cadet general.
Exactly. You have to call me sir, you know. I was a general. And then I did iPad. I did the old Blitz. And then I went to PC. So
Yeah.
why am I not a veteran then? You tell me, Wargaming. Why am I not a veteran? I've been playing this game for 12, 15 years anyway. Bollocks.
Well, 12 doesn't count.
Well, 15 then. I'll be playing
15 does
15,
count.
but
15 does count.
yeah, but not PC.
But you're
so
not.
I'm not a veteran.
You're not bothered though. You're fine. I like
Doesn't
how.
bother me at all.
No, I like how you're. I like how you're taking it as a man. That's very good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lying down.
Yeah. Right in the teeth.
Oh dear.
That's all right, Pilgrim. I'm a veteran. I'll look after you. If you're in the battle with
Yeah,
me,
well, you are.
if you're in battle with me, I'll grant you the extra 5%.
There you go. And that's another thing. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the other thing here.
Okay.
You get a little veteran-y icon against your
Right.
name because you're an A veteran. You're a real veteran.
I am a generous god. It is true.
And yeah, you are a generous god. And when I asked Wargaming, where's my veteran sign? They went, we can't do anybody but the US because it's only the US that we can verify that.
Oh yeah.
And I went, yeah. So if you're a veteran of any other sort of like military, you don't get a little symbol.
I'm sort of surprised. We've talked about this in the past, though. I think, like you've said before, one of the main reasons probably you're not able to figure it out for the Brits is they don't have as many benefits. You guys don't have as many benefits as we do. So it's like in the U.S. and Canada, it's like a thing. So there's an entire apparatus built up around it that I don't think necessarily exists as much in the UK.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, nothing. Nothing. Well, yeah, they give us an ID card about 2 years ago. Thank you.
Right?
Doesn't get us anywhere.
Right, yeah.
It gets us into the shop, but it doesn't get us into the camp. You know, the base. So,
Oh, really?
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, Canada, Cliffy, I believe, does it as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not that fussed, but I just like to take the mickey because you lot got little symbols against your names. Look at me. I'm
gonna stick with the 15 from now on.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
They do get NHS. That's true.
We get. That's true, Cliffy. We get what's called front of the queue. So we're allowed to go to the front of the queue as a veteran to get medical care at the
Oh, really?
point.
Oh, right.
Well, at the point of contact. So you get your GP's appointment straight away. However, what happens after that is you go back to the back of the queue. You know what I mean? Once you've seen your GP, they're like, yeah, okay, you've had your fun, now piss off.
So if there's some poor little child who's sickly and waiting to get into the
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
just elbow them out of the way and go march right through there. Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Do I have a conscience about that? No.
Just push that child aside.
Yeah, I don't care if you're sick with leukemia. Get out of my way. I've got a boil on the back of my neck that needs lancing.
Get away, kid. I need my Viagra.
Yeah, exactly, Cliffy. Don't need Tiny Tim's getting in front of me.
Excuse me, sir. Spare a pence.
Brilliant.
All right.
Absolutely brilliant.
We've been at it. Well, we've been at it for about an hour. We're done chilling. We're going to come back for subjects du jour, but we're going to take a 5-minute break because I'm very low on coffee, and you might be as well, amongst other things I have to take care of.
This is where you French people can go and get yourself a top up of a glass of wine. All right?
Ooh.
Off you go.
Not bad. Not a bad idea. All right, 5 minutes, fellas. We'll be right back.
Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. To the swamplands came the mountain man to teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few. To his followers his words are true. Guido is the man, big and gruff. He used to fly jet, but now he does the tanking stuff. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. The mountains are home where he watches the moose and hummingbirds aplenty. But he saw the need for the Watt community to guru and lead them gently. Down the road to Unicom land will die, trying hard in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido! Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido! So we broadcast his message far and wide.
Okay, people, we're back. So quick update on this old house.
Yes.
cat.
We've not had that for ages, have we? How are we doing?
Excuse me. The cat who periodically shows up and makes us feed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The passerby, the
Yeah.
stranger.
Who has decided that he likes to climb up the screen room wall and then get on top of the screen, because the top part of the screen room is just screen on top. It's got like a cage, and it's the, I don't know what you call the mesh screen thing.
Yeah.
So it likes to lay on top of it because it's soft.
Right.
So as you might imagine, with a bunch of claws, as it goes up the side of the screen room, it tears up the screen. And I just had it replaced about a month ago, and he's already tearing holes in it, and it ain't cheap.
No.
So today's event, because there's a fence that comes to the screen and a T, and what he does is he goes up the screen and then to the top of the fence, and then goes from the top of the fence up to the top of the screen room. So today's event is to put a ramp off of the
Really?
fence,
No, you see.
so he can just go up the ramp and not claw his way up the screen.
Thank you, Gator. That was not my first thought. When you were talking about this becoming a problem, that was not my first thought. My first thought was you were going to wire it to the house electrics, the screen, so the cat would not be tempted to climb it anymore. Because that's what I would have done. I would have put 240 volts through it. That would stop.
I don't think it would stop this cat because he's an absolute menace.
Is he well hard? Does he carry a knife?
It is one of the scrappiest cats I have ever, and he is the smallest cat I've ever had around. I mean, he is a proper, what do they call him? Farm cat,
Okay, all right, yeah.
And we're not on a farm, but he fights everything. His ears are so scarred, it's like a gnarled, and his face, he's always got cuts and scabs and stuff all over, and he's just this little thing, but he fights everything.
Yeah, he's fighting all the dogs down the street and everything, and he's like, I'm the king of the castle here. I'm Top Cat.
Yeah,
I won't embarrass you by singing the Top Cat song, don't worry.
I am afraid of that, Randall, but I have to try something. So I'm just going to get a couple 8-foot 2x4s. I'm going to build it. The good news is that the little ramp I'm going to build will be right in front of the screen that he's tearing up. So either, as you say, he will go somewhere else up the screen, which I hope not, or he'll use the ramp. But
He'll be like, I'm not walking up that. I don't care. I'm finding somewhere else. I don't care about it.
And I will report back. And I do realize this event has a significant chance of failure, but I have to try something. So in 4 or 5 months, I don't have to pay $500. I'm willing to pay 40 for some lumber and some of my time to see if I can save $500 in 6 months to a year when he finally tears the living piss out of it.
See, but talking about your house then, is the rest of it done? Are you finished now?
Yeah.
So you got faucets in downstairs, the kitchen, everything else, and the house general's really happy with you now?
I wouldn't go that far.
To an extent. So
I don't know what gave you that idea, but that was never going to be a result of this situation.
No.
No. Maybe happy-ish-er-ly ing?
Happy Ursula. Yeah, that'll be about right.
Something like that. All right, let's see. Subjects du jour, guys. What's going on in World of Tanks? Well, we have the anniversary. That seems to be the big thing. Oh yeah. This is good. What do you think is missing in the game, Pilgrim?
Um,
What do we need more of?
Aircraft.
Aircraft.
Artillery.
That's right. Airstrikes. Well, we do have that kind of in whatever that
Do that
season
mode.
of the Griffin thing is. So we kind of have that. What else? What else could we use?
Wheeled? No, we got those.
Oh, you're on the right track.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you're
More
on the right.
wheeled.
Oh,
French
more wheeled.
wheeled.
Okay, French wheeled. Not
Drones. Thank you.
drones, multi-barreled arty. These
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
Come on, let's see if somebody gets it. Gravity tanks. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Autoloader, loader, reloader. Yep.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a hint. It has wheels. It does have wheels. What kind of?
BMPs. Infantry fighting vehicles.
Oh, not bad with missiles. Yeah. Okay.
No, tow missiles.
All right. Here
Missile
we go.
carriers.
What if I told you we needed wheeled TDs?
No, we don't.
Mhm.
No, we don't.
We do. We
not,
do.
Not wheeled TDs that
Yes.
can do 120 miles an hour.
Yes.
No, we don't.
Yes. Now it's
But there's
not.
always that hope route. Yeah, I go with that.
It's really not that fast. It only does 39, so at least it's not doing 60 or something dumb. But it's a 390 alpha, which is kind of low. But it's a 7-second reload, and it's got a turret. How is this a TD?
No, yeah, I struggle deeply with wargaming's rationale. There's a French word, rationale. I do. I struggle. Why? How? Where?
Gator,
What?
Gator,
When?
yeah, Gator's absolutely nailed it.
Well,
We-
yeah, they will get pushed.
Yeah, we need to get first. We need to call it a TD so that players go, "Oh, it's a TD. TD game style is to sit in the back with my turreted, relatively fast, basically a medium tank."
Yes. With a 105mm gun.
There is a triangle, Grendel. I understand what you're saying. So we're kind of locked in, aren't we, Pilgrim?
We are. We have no choice in this
No.
matter, like we ever did.
It's triangulation in nation. So you're yeah. I don't know, guys. What? I wonder what his DPM is at 7-second reload for a 390 alpha. That must be fairly decent. What's its
Well, insane. That's what it is.
What's its pin? We got 277's pretty good.
Really? What tier is it? 8, not
10.
9.
It's a 10.
It is a 10.
Yeah, and it's only APCR, so it only goes to 332, which is generally good enough for just about anything. But 277's pretty nice for just standard pen.
It is? Jimmy K. Stop it.
Let's see, minus 16 gun depression? Sure, why not?
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's got the cooling mechanic. Oh my god. Even better. It's got the cooling mechanic. So it goes down to 0.21 accuracy after 12 seconds.
Yep, that's a sniper and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. And as Cliffy just said, I noticed it there just as he said it, 1.4 second aiming time
Yeah.
at 0.21 with a 7-second reload, which you won't get 0.21 right after you fire, so you'd have to wait 12 total. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
1,800 hit points. Not much armor, but some-ish. 17% concealment, stationary. There you go, fellas. That is exactly what we needed.
I can't think of anything better. That's true, Cloud. That is true. What's Cloud saying there? I don't. Well, it's true in my opinion because it's how I'm feeling when I'm playing these games lately. Is that it is almost 2/3 at times TDs.
Oh,
A couple
absolutely.
of heavies thrown in, a light. A couple of heavies, a light, 1 or 2 mediums, and the rest are all TDs.
It's nearly always a third for sure.
Yeah.
It's often half the
know.
team, and sometimes more. It is. It is. Camp feast or fest. There's a difference.
Well, it's a feast because they're obviously they're feeding on the HP.
That's what I'm
of your
saying.
team, aren't
If
they?
you're a connoisseur, of the TD, it's a feast.
Yeah, it's a feast, isn't it? I'm
If
gonna
you
get
don't
all
love
the
it,
damage.
it's a fest, as in an infestation. Oh man. Now, what else do we need?
I think we've covered most of the stuff that we need. No, we don't need any more maps at all. We don't need
True.
any more maps.
Well, good news. There aren't any of those being advertised, so that's good. We wouldn't want that to happen. That would be dumb.
No, not in a million years.
What else? We have autoloader, loader, reloaders. We now are going to get a wheeled TD. Unfortunately, we don't have wheeled autocannon artillery yet, but that, I mean, what's a 155-58? Essentially, that's what it is.
Can you imagine a Batchat artillery with an autoloader, reloader, loader?
What if we maybe had some more double barrel tanks?
Well, of course, because that's the standard, isn't it? Every tank you see in the real world's got 2 barrels, hasn't it? Of course it has.
And what
Let's
tank?
go with that.
What would be a really awesome tank for 2 barrels?
Oh, the mouse. Or has that been done on a mode,
that's
hasn't it?
good. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. But I'm more thinking like take a really kind of garbage tank.
Oh, IS-6.
Oh, that's not bad. I like it. You're on the right track. How about, you ready for the reveal?
Let's do it.
How about the Black Prince 2? The double barrel.
What blueprint? What blueprint have they pulled that off? I can't imagine that somewhere in the annals of the Ministry of Defence there is a blueprint with a double-barreled Black Prince. Not in a million years. Not in a million years.
What are you talking about? It's right here.
No! Let's have a tog with wheels. Let's have a tog with wheels and two barrels either end.
I'm just glad they didn't try to do it with a Churchill 7 or something, because it'd have to be like a Churchill 7.2 or a 7-2 or a I don't know, a
no.
Churchill 9 7+2. I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on with this game. Roll on, steel aces. We've only got another 6 months to wait.
2 barrel,
That's what I
buddy.
say.
Black Prince 2, double barrels. Same shell damage, 150, pretty anemic for a tier 7, but it always had a really fast reload. It's a little bit more, so 5.6, whereas the normal one's like 4.3. So it's a slightly longer reload for 1 shell, but at 11.5 you get the double barrel 300 alpha, ostensibly. Gun charge is 2.5. It's a salvo lock time of 1 second. Salvo charge of 1.5. Because I guess it's the Brit version where you press the X and it goes to double barrel, but it takes a few seconds.
Yes, it'll be that, won't it? It'll be that.
I don't guess it loses mobility because so they may have not done that because it's so slow anyway.
Yeah, it's not exactly a fast one, is it?
Yeah,
It's almost tog slow.
yeah. So what's better than a Black Prince? A double-barreled Black Prince.
Yeah. I don't know. I give up.
I know, man. It's cray. It's cray. Let's see. Serene Coast. Interesting.
Reworks.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's see. 1. The center of the map has been drastically reworked with a large mountain and a tunnel.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with that map is that there are 2 usable places on that map, or there was 2 usable places for any tank. The rest of it was just dead ground. It was is not worth using the rest of that map. So I guess anything they do to make some more use of the map, then it's a bonus. But yeah, maybe not.
That's wild. So what's that? Okay, so let's just read through it first. So center, they're putting a mountain and a tunnel because we need a tunnel. Great. The inland direction, number 2, which is, okay, up north, the north corner, where the brawl is, the hold down brawl, adjusted in accordance with the changes to the middle map, whatever that means. Now maneuverable and lightly armored vehicles can fight here using camouflage, engaging enemies in front of them as well as those on top of the mountain. Okay, what? All right, well, that's where the brawl is. 3, the coastline. Coastline has been reworked to benefit snipe.
No, of course it has. I mean, it wasn't such a sniper rally anyway, was it?
Isn't that all that goes on there anyway?
According to Wargaming, no.
Okay. And then 4, which is
Yes,
in the
Jimmy K.
city. So this is just where a few TD positions have been added for better control of the lake's shoreline.
Cloud makes a good point. It's for the wheeled TD. That's what it's for.
Oh, look at that. Look, so here's the before, right? Look at this. Here's your mountain and your bridge. They just plopped a mountain right on top of all this.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Of course they did.
And there's the there's the tunnel. Okay. Right. Sure. It's different, I guess. So they've completely got rid of this ditch. Gone. Huh. It's not a great map, really, to be honest with you. I don't know if
Yeah, exactly. Gator.
it is
All the firing angles have been blocked.
it is a different map for sure. Here's the approach up to the hold down spot is now this. So I guess there's no point in going up there because it's all exposed. So I guess heavies are not
Yeah,
going to
because
move.
there used to be a line of cover there, didn't there?
Yeah, heavies are now going to move to the middle, I guess. Look at this. This is completely different. We've got, this is the brawl currently right up here. Protected a bit from getting shot in the side, but of course you get already, and now this is just, that's not there anymore. That hill looks massive.
Doesn't it?
So this is there's a little bit more, less ground, I guess. I don't really understand. I don't see much change here. Hard to tell. They flattened it out. Yeah, this ridge is gone. It's flat now. So there, you can't push here. This is just not. Huh. Here's the city. Current look. Looks like maybe they thinned some buildings out a bit. And the other side. Big rock gone. Hard to tell. Okay, well, there you go. Of all the maps I thought they needed to work on, I don't think that would have been one of them.
No.
And super test. We keep seeing these super test things, but we rarely see it actually show up in the game. So we'll see what happens with that. 15th anniversary album. I'll remember to open your envelopes, fellas. Now we've got the.
There's no big ending to this, is there? Those envelopes just open. I know they're getting goodies. I know it's that sort of stuff. But I thought there might have been a big splash at the end. You know, something really, really Gucci to get. But there isn't, is it? It just goes.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not bad
Fizzles out.
stuff, really. Overall,
Yeah,
I mean, it's. I mean, we have to be fair. We do have to be fair.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not being like Billy. I'm a moaner all the time, but I am saying, for the 15th anniversary, you think you would have been a bigger splashes like Christmas or something, some sort of like, if you log into your game every day for the next 2 weeks, blah blah blah, play a game, whatever. Here's a tier 8.
Yeah.
Just say, that's all. Yeah,
well, they did give the ELC 901, so there was a tier 6, and that was easy to get. You only needed.
This is a tier 5 tank at tier 6. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's the Brennus or Brenner or whatever it is. Granted, you have to do an entire chapter of Battle Pass, but there was that too.
Yeah.
If you add this stuff up, it's quite a bit of doodads. Lots of bonds.
Yeah, there is a lot, dude. I mean, I'm not knocking Wargaming for what they've done, other than it just feels like a damp squid. It just feels a bit. I don't know. Maybe you just expect more from Wargaming. I don't know. Maybe I'm living in Cloud Cuckoo Land. Possibly.
I played World Tanks for 15 years, and all I got was a damp squid.
Yeah, exactly. A double-barreled damn squid at that.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's a good segue. Glad you brought it up because here's a Italian double barrel.
I think, of course. Why not? They've all got them now. Who hasn't got a blueprint with a double-barreled tank on? Nobody. Everybody's got one.
What is
Of course they
going
have.
on with the double barrels? Honestly, come on, man. I mean, it makes sense because they proliferated the autoloader, loader, reloader, loaders to everybody. You know, is there anybody that doesn't have an autoloader? I don't think so. I think every. The U.S. definitely has them. Germany doesn't have. Does Germany not have an autoloader?
That's a good point, actually. Does it?
I don't think
Doesn't-
Germany has an autoloader.
I think you might be right.
Does anybody know of a German autoloader? Phoenix, good call. One of the OG,
Oh, yeah.
one of the
Oh,
OG
yeah.
autoloaders. Japan does decarding. They do. The Chiri. But I think it's only one. Russia certainly does. UK does. French has tons. Czechoslovakia, yes. Skoda T17, and you might argue the Blessed Selma and Tessak, although they're auto cannons. And then they have double barrel stuff. Oh, they've also, never mind, they're full of the auto everything. I forgot about the Skoda line. Japan only has, I think, the Chiri.
Yes. Yeah, it's only the one.
That's it, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah, no, there's a premium one. Is that the premium one? No,
No.
there's a premium.
Is there?
There's a premium autoloader, yeah. Oh, crikey.
For
what-
Japan?
Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute.
Ooh, I think the Chinese might not have one. They only have rockets, right?
Yeah, only have rockets. Yeah, that's right.
They just have rockets and
Easy.
and giant alphas cannon things. 5916 used to have an auto cannon on it, but I don't think it does anymore. Yeah, I don't think they have one. So on
They need
rockets,
missiles. They need missiles.
the Polish do not have an autoloader either. I don't think they just have the big weird shell thing.
Yeah, they got the 60 TP. They got that. They got everything that hits hard.
Yeah, everything they have has pretty high alpha. The Swedes definitely do. They've got the Kron, the Emil 1, Ect. And of course the Italians have bunches of them. Auto reloaders. All right. So, double barrel. Excellent. What else we got
Can't wait
going
for
on?
that to happen. Does anybody here actually double barrel anything, or do they use it like a cyclic, but a quick cyclic?
It depends.
I don't know.
I'm still trying to fight through the can opener and figure it out. I'm not doing particularly good with it. Got a 45% win rate with.
I find leaving myself in a position to shoot the double barrel, which means leaving yourself open to being shot, is a no-brainer to me. I won't do it because you've got to sit there and wait for all the things to happen before you can fire both barrels. That's leaving you out there in a position where somebody could shoot you, and then invariably out of both barrels, one may pen and the other
That's
one
the
either misses
irritating
out.
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with it. I think if you have an opportunity to close people out with them, then you should take it. Or you're unopposed and maybe you have friends and you're able to poke out and take a double shot at someone, and then you have time because you've got friends around you to deal with them.
Yeah, situational. You're right, Gabe.
Right. So as long as you
Absolutely.
can cover up and you've got help or they're not going to push you, then you've got a situational capability to do a lot of extra damage. It's a pretty good tank. I mean, it's got a decent win rate, so people are doing pretty well with it. It's one of those things in this game that if you have a capability and you're good enough to leverage it, then that can be definitely a force multiplier for you, right?
Yeah.
If you're
It's
bad,
also the threat. It's the threat as well, which I find when I'm playing against double barrels like that. It's always that assumption that especially when the barrel's pointed towards you at some time, you're like, he's lining me up for a double barrel shot.
yeah.
So then you pull back. So there is a threat, isn't there? There is that psychological thing. Ooh, shit.
The fear factor.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Sergei Burkatovsky, Serb. Oh, is he? Lesta? Every first candidate for. I guess Serb has rolled over to Leicester, huh? I haven't heard anything more about their being nationalized and all the mess that was going on with that.
Well, from what I hear, there's a guy at work who happens to be a Russian. He's a nice guy. He hasn't evaded anybody lately. But anyway, there's a Russian at work who tells me that he plays World of Tanks on the Russian server, and he tells me that the government has taken it over and basically land grabbed it off Leicester because of the amount of money it's making. It's an avenue to, let's say, circumvent the certain restrictions against the economy of the Russian country.
Right. This is an interesting chart. Look at this. Apparently, they're tightening up the dispersion.
Okay.
That's wild. Look how tight that is now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
We're no longer plowing the field, but there's a catch. We're also getting hit in the face much more often. Yep, that's the problem with everyone who's like, oh, dispersion, RNG, it screws me, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, if you want Call of Duty where the shot is pointed, it goes kind of idea, you can have that, but realize that very good players, they're not going to miss you.
Nope.
You're not going to get missed.
Yeah. And the thing is, you've got such a predominance of premium ammunition being used these days, you're going to get penned. You're not going to defend against the pen. So
I don't know if you can ever do anything necessarily about Ghost Shell's Corona. I think a lot of that has more to do with internet gameplay than it does necessarily with the game engine. I realize there's interplay between the two. And maybe it could be partly a coding situation in terms of how they've built the game, but a lot of times that kind of stuff is just your internet, their internet, some glitch along the way. It actually hit, but you didn't see it. I don't know. There's so many possibilities on Ghost Shells, man. Yeah, an aimbot. Aimbots, and then it actually hits where it's aiming. I think that's true as well, Grendel. A lot of times I'll do that when I'm playing or streaming or in a video. I'm like, where'd that go? Well, it just didn't show it. I mean, it went somewhere probably. I know they have absolutely proven there have been what they call ghost shells. You click and it doesn't register. Nothing happens. That's been shown. And they have worked on those in the past. They've said, hey, we've worked on this issue and we think we fixed it, that kind of stuff. So those are hard. It's hard to know from our side whether I guess though, if you think about it from the player's perspective, none of that really matters. If you shoot and you don't know what happened to the shell, you could classify that to you as a ghost shell. I don't know what happened, and that's a problem. You don't want too much of that in your game because then people get angry about it.
Which is nice that they from the very beginning, I think they had a backsplash, things like that. So if your shell missed the tank, it hit the ground. You saw the ground get kicked up. Yeah. So do you know what I mean? And that's those little touches which makes it a little bit less frustrating.
Yeah. Yep. Or you get the issue the gun is locked from shooting even though the gun is fully loaded and you are fully aimed. Yep. Yeah, I've seen that before. I don't have that much. Yeah. I have seen that. Rewatch a lot of my replays. You see the shell hit something if you look. Yes. Some of that too is, yeah, absolutely. One of those possibilities is a graphical situation, whether that's your settings or the server side info didn't come back to you on time to show you or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Let's see. Anniversary stuff. I think that's pretty much it for all this. Yeah, we're all the way back to where the Brennos came out here. So not a whole lot going on. What about what about Christmas though? That's the thing.
Not far away, is it? We get boxes this year.
No. They canceled boxes.
I thought they might do,
Yeah, boxes.
They've spent so much on the 15th year anniversary, they've got no money left.
They can't afford, they can't build enough boxes this year. They don't have enough pixels. There's not enough pixels.
Not enough pixels now. The coders have all gone to bed.
They passed out. They finally drank enough vodka. That's it. They've gone to bed. Yeah, I wonder what Christmas will be. So, I think they'll do think they'll do a celebrity thing this year. They really have. They've done a lot of those. Is it played out?
Oh, like a collab, you mean? Like
yeah.
they haven't.
Last
never
year's
done
was pretty
before.
good, actually. Last year's was quite good.
Now, here's a question. Last year was quite good. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Here's the thing. I on the Steel Aces, just to change the subject, but it's about tanks. On the Steel Aces Discord, there's the Ask a Dev channel. You can ask the developers any
Okay.
question you like.
All right.
So I put on there, please, 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 do not introduce cartoon type features added to tanks like googly eyes, or have a collab with the Ninja Turtles like World of Tanks, who sold their soul to the devil when they still went down that road.
Uh huh.
Do you know what the answer was?
Get stuffed.
Yeah, but no, Steel Aces went, we are definitely not looking at collabs with cartoon figures like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
However, we may have googly eyes, but you can turn them off because they won't be historical. I was like, no, please don't.
You,
Don't
sir,
have surfboards on tanks.
are a curmudgeon.
I know. There is no fun in that for me. No.
I did forget one thing.
What one thing? One thing.
Oh wait, hold on. Look at this. Now this is RU, but they're getting the Sturm Tiger.
Of course they are. Of course they are, because they've got mental tank over anyway.
They're getting the
Absolute
assembly
insane.
shop Sturm Tiger. What? So what? What's going on here? What does it do? Massive caliber, 380 millimeters. So that overmatches everything, right?
Yeah, it was a mortar when we had it as that trial thing on the NA server. Remember it? It was like a mortar.
I mean, if
it was
they-
like lobbing an artillary shell from 10 yards away.
If they keep the mechanics, that overmatches 125 or so millimeters or less,
Just Map Public, yeah, about right.
something like that. High alpha damage. They don't say what it is. Colossal damage. Focuses on devastating long range strikes.
No, you can't make that an artillery. Don't make it a red line camper.
Oh, I don't. It's a tank destroyer.
One shot, one kill. Yeah, it'll be an FV 4005 on steroids.
400 millimeters of penetration.
What? No super conqueror in the world's gonna survive.
Wow. There you go, Sturm Tiger.
Yeah, we had a special mode for it. Thank you, Gator. We did.
Такой же квадратный
They got it in game.
в игре. Самый большой урон
200 meters
фугас.
per second, yeah.
ЛТ на перекатке ловить будет трудно.
Wrist.
Даже не
That
особо
made quite the
шустрые
cloud
танки
when it hit.
ЛВ-2. То есть она
Imagine
не
if it's
такая
like
прямая,
a
как у большинства
35-second
танков.
reload
К этому
time, though.
также нужно
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a massive reload, bigger than the.
Oh, look at the explosion.
собрать своего штурм-тигра.
Alright.
Можно будет...
Hey, and entertain the troops for just a second. I go take care of something. Tell a story.
What we to do? Dance? All right. Who of you have signed up to Steel Aces? And if you haven't, why haven't you? Go sign up. It's awesome. It's just fun listening to people and talking stuff. Nothing's. You have to be a patron to get in on the tests. You can get in on the test by not being a patron, but here's the trick: you become a patron for $5 a month, and then after the first month you cancel it, but you still get all the benefits. Oh, nice one, Obrew. You still get all the benefits as if you were still subscribed. So it's for $5 you can get yourself onto the test server. But don't forget to cancel it after the first month, otherwise you're paying $5. But yeah, so I mean that's the lowest. I think there's 2 other levels you can actually pay Patreon too. Yeah, no, I've signed up, but I've not done a test yet. And I don't really want to test this early. I think when the open beta comes out, I think I might definitely have a bash at that. too busy not playing the other tests we can't talk about yet. Yeah, I know. I'm sort of like, I'm with you on that, Jimmy. I mean, a lot of money spent into the game, but if there's something new that comes out that, I mean, World of Tanks will always sit on my computer and I'll do 2 or 3 games, 10 games a week maybe. But if Steel Aces does do everything it's promised to do, it'll be like World of Tanks was 10 years ago, but better graphics. So I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. So we were just talking Steel Aces. Yeah,
Right.
Balancing Sumo. Yeah. We spoke about it last week. It's trying to occupy quite a niche in the market. So what is it going to offer? That's the thing, isn't it? What is it going to offer?
Right. We shall. Is there? Have they had a test? Do they have another test going on yet? Or
Yeah, they did a test. I'm not doing the for a number of reasons anyway. I can't spend all day on a Sunday waiting for the test to open up. But and I don't really want to do a close. I want to wait for it to come on open beta and then fire myself into an open beta. Yeah,
I signed up for it, but I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know what's going on with that. They probably have plenty of people. What is the monetization they think?
Sophie's doing a lot. She's streaming it, and I think she'll end up being one of their first CCs. I think, by the looks of it, she's really involved in it.
I don't see her on my feed anymore on YouTube.
No, I not my feed either. But she's in. She's definitely in. She's in Discord of Steel Aces, and she's doing a lot of testing with them. So I think she probably will be one of their first. Goose is also in there as well.
Yeah, I agree, Grendel. I think it's, in a lot of ways, it's as good as it's ever been. In a lot of ways, I'm not a big fan of all the double barrels and all this stuff that's the monetization thing. But what are they? How are they trying to monetize it? Steel Aces.
Are
they trying to go down that?
Mm.
Are they trying to just go down that? What is it? Selling skins and that kind of stuff. Just graphic.
I don't
stuff.
know. I've not really asked those questions. I mean, they have the Patreon thing. I don't know if World of Tanks have a Patreon thing. They don't, do they? They've got buy yourself, pay to win stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's a good question. How are they going to monetize it? Because they'll need to monetize it in some way.
Sure.
And
Well, remember, World of Tanks. World Tanks did all that. It's a cycle. Not every, but a lot of new development game companies, game developers, I guess, shops. When they open up, they always say the right things, right? We're here for the gamers. We don't want to have predatory monetization. All the stuff you say. And you may even mean it at first, but at some point, if you're being successful and you're trying to keep the doors open, decisions change. Or you sell the place and somebody else... there's all this stuff that happens. So this idea, kind of pie in the sky, honestly. And we do it to ourselves as gamers, You romanticize the idea that it's going to be this magic monetization where it's going to be all fair and nothing bad's going to happen monetization-wise. And you're just being very foolish if you think that can ever last. I don't even know if it ever really exists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, you look at Steel Aces, they've pushed the Patreon very hard. So they've got the 3 levels of Patreon going. So maybe that's how they're going to fund the company initially, is that if they get enough patrons paying in, then...
But that's part of the game too. And that's great. For initial funds, if you're a smaller development shop, you have to raise capital somehow. Whether you have some big investor doing it, some big company because you're a big shop, or you're new like they appear to be, then you do stuff like Patreon. That's a great way to do it. You can do GoFundMe's and all these different ways to... And that's great because people get excited and they want to be part of it, and that's fantastic. But you raise some money, but you're not going to run a company with Patreon.
No, it's not going to be a viable financial strategy, is it? You know what I mean?
Because people will initially go, "Ooh, let's check it out," and then if they don't like it, then they move on with their Patreon costs.
Yeah.
It's not like you just got somebody to sign up for 50 years paying you. I know that's an extreme, ridiculous amount of time, but you understand what I'm saying. So it's
It's like we said last week, and I've just mentioned it again when you were off there, is that you can be a patron for 1 month, then drop out of paying it, but retain all the benefits that patron gets you. So it costs you $5 to become a patron and get the benefit of going into testing and all the rest of it that comes with it, and then you can cancel your subscription but retain all the benefits. So, you know, they're not doing themselves any favors that way if they're looking at raising money.
You know, Cliffy, I mean, maybe actually the Star Citizen saga disproves what I just said, because the amount of money they've raised and not produced much of anything is crazy.
I must
Absolutely
admit, I did sign up for Star
crazy.
Citizen when it came in. Yes. I was one of those mugs that paid money for nothing. Yes.
People, like, hold on a minute, let me ask this question here.
You might be right, Balance of Sumo. You might be right. Catch ya for free.
The most money spent on a single ship in Star Citizen is $48,000.
What? No. No. Nobody did they? Surely they did.
Some players have also spent over $100,000 on the game, buying multiple ships and other in-game items.
Man, oh man, that is insane. Jeepers.
Right, Coronel? It's a space exploration, trading. It is attempting, I would say, to create a universe, basically, or a galaxy that is.
I mean, I like the concept. I love the concept, and the the gameplay was quite good as well. But I mean, it's gone nowhere, has it? It's dead in the water, as it's an asteroid floating through space right now, isn't it?
Players who spend $25,000 or more reach the Legatus Navium Concierge tier. We're going to start the Guidicus Pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Tankium Concierge tier. If you spend $5.69. No, $69.69 on our channel.
That's the one. That's the one.
You reach the Guidicus Pilgrimage Tankicus Concierge tier, and it gets you nothing.
That's it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, the ability to write in chat, it gets you.
We're going to grandfather all of you in who are here now.
Yeah.
You're all part of the Guidicus. Cliffy, you are now the primo Guidicus Pilgrimage Tankicus
Yes.
Concierge
Top of the
tier.
tree.
You're
Top of the tree now.
You're the Concierge tier master.
You get
No t-shirt. No.
you get a used one of these. Like that, looking like that.
Good. With the chip in it.
With a chip in it. Yeah, you get
Not
one.
the kind of chip that tracks you, but a chip out of the actual.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, you see? There you are. You get one of them. Hey, it's worth it. Worth it.
You get a decal provided in your next mission that gives you a decal for Wargaming.
Yes. Of course it is. And a surfboard. A small one you can put on your tank.
Used slippers. Remember we gave away slippers? We gave away some good slippers.
Yes, we did. Well, they were hotter slippers. I
They
don't
were
have
awesome.
them anymore. Do you know what happened to my hotter slippers?
What?
Well, my son has a dog. And that dog has
Say
an
no more.
uncontrollable bladder. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
wait,
an
what?
uncontrollable bladder.
Oh, I
So
thought
it has
he'd
an
shoot it.
uncontrollable bladder.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, he didn't chew it. It came
You'd
to the back
rather.
garden.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, normally we let the dog down the side gate and it comes into the back garden. And this is what happened. And I happened to be outside in the back garden. And I felt a warm, wet sensation on the back of my leg. I looked back.
Wait.
A scum of a dog had decided that my leg looked like a tree and pissed all over my hotter slippers. You know what? They went in the bin.
I was not ready for that, Pilgrim. I was not ready for that.
Oh.
When you said
I-
slippers and dog, I expected them to be chewed, and then it just kept getting worse. Yes, I believe so, Cliffy. He got peed on.
No. Can I just show you my leg? Right? Does that look like a tree to you? Does that look like a tree? Obviously, to my bloody son's dog, it does.
Looks like a hobbit's foot.
There you go. It was not as hairy as you expected, was it?
Oof.
Balancing sumo says
Did that dog? How do I put this without getting canceled? Did that dog accelerate quickly?
Yes, it did. It moved from the position it was in to 10 yards at the end of the garden within about a second. I tell you what, it was faster. It was faster than a chieftain shell, premium shell, faster. With slipper up butt, exactly, Jimmy.
All right, here's this is one of the fun. All right, I got to show you guys this. This is fantastic. Let me get this go. Oh, currently unavailable. Of course it's available. Stop it. Oh man.
Hobbits.
I gotta find this. YouTube. Okay, it's gotta be a YouTube. There we go. All right, here we go. You ready? This is good. All right. All right. So we're gonna take a dive off a boat, right? Watch this. And there's a little dog, and she's going. Break. Woo! Woo!
Very similar. Oh dear. That's funny. That is so funny.
She's got the old hold the nose and one arm dive. She's like, all right, let's go. And as she tries to launch off that piece of rotten wood, and that dog just like, and it's so good slow motion because the dog is like, oh.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I love the internet.
So that was what you're saying. It was an acceleration event, something similar to that.
Yeah, you know that sonic boom that my house channel heard at work? We heard one in the back garden, but it sort of yelped at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's some good stuff right there. I don't care who you are.
Brute's in DCS Monday.
Oh, sweet. Yep. Good. Can't leave wife alone yet after her surgery. Oh, you mean you're at the house then? Okay. What? That was a knee, right? Is that what it was? Knee?
Oh, I hope she's all right, mate. I hope she's recovering well.
Best use for a Yorkshire Terrier. Yeah, I don't have a lot of use for them. Actually, Yorkies are, because they're small, but they're not like the tiny toy.
They're not handbag dogs. Put it that
No,
way.
they're little hunters. They're.
Yeah.
I was watching a guy. He
Like-
had a.
like-
Go ahead.
Jack Russells, things like that, because
Yeah.
they're a working dog. You
Yeah.
put Jack Russells down the old rabbit warrens and stuff like
Yeah.
that, don't you? So yeah.
I mean, I still don't like the small dogs like that much, but at least a Yorkies kind of has a sort of purpose. But there's a guy. This video I was watching. This is I think a couple of years old now, but he kept losing chickens, and it turned out it was the neighbor's little Yorkshire was tearing them up.
Was it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, he caught him in mid drag. He was dragging a chicken away, and so it was a series because he couldn't figure out what was going on. Eventually, he caught it, and then he said, "Hey neighbors, you owe me X amount of money for the chicken."
You owe me half a dozen chickens, yeah,
But-
and the eggs that came with it.
Thing is, in the states,
but-
in most states anyway, here, if you bring a dog in that's been killing livestock, they'll put it down because it's
Yeah.
once they do that, it's hard to stop them.
Yeah. It's the same over here with sheep worriers. So if
Oh, really?
you've got if you've got a dog that worries sheep, it'll get shot straight away. The old farmer will come out and put one in it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? and legally as well. That's the thing.
Well, we do the same thing. I mean, you guys don't have coyotes. Do you have coyotes? You guys don't have coyotes, do you?
No. The last wolf or coyote seen on these shores was French, and we kicked it off. My boss is not in anymore.
Yeah, we have coyotes, foxes, mostly the coyotes. The wolves to some extent, but that's in more in ranches that are in high country. But coyotes for sure, farmers are allowed to take them down because they'll tear stuff up.
Oh yeah.
Voles,
Oh, we
cougars,
in the bar.
that's a different wildlife right there.
Yeah.
Hip,
Oh wow.
hip.
Oh, Brew, that's big
Hip.
deal. That's a big deal. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, me too. Hope she's feeling all right. That's a big deal. Although my understanding is hip is much less than knee.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and I
All
don't
right.
know why the difference, but apparently, for most people, the hip surgery is easier than the knee. Which
Yeah, I guess.
that's easy for a person to say who isn't getting it. So I don't know if that necessarily is true or not.
Yeah.
I've seen that done special. I've seen those videos too. A guy actually
What,
was showing it.
donkey?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I don't know if he had sheep or something, and the video was showing him driving up with like a livestock trailer, like a horse trailer. Like, we're bringing in the big guns. And I expected like a big working dog to come off or something. It was a donkey. Donkey came off. I guess they'll tear him up. Like, a donkey is like, I will stomp you.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Good old donkeys.
yeah, apparently donkeys are the way to go.
More than one use. More than one use. Carry people to their bed.
Yep. Yeah, I think like horses will avoid them. Like, they don't have a whole lot to fear from a coyote. So if a coyote goes after a full-grown horse, they're probably fine. They'll scare it off. But apparently donkeys will go look for them if like they show up.
Yeah, I'm having you. I'm having you. Jason Statham of the animal world.
Yeah. Oh, they grab them? That's hilarious.
Wow. That'd be awesome to see, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Wow.
I always feel bad though, because you see the videos of the dogs taking down the coyotes. You're like, you understand what's going on, but the poor coyote's trying to get away from a bunch of dogs. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to watch that. That's not cool. But at the same time, you don't want them tearing up your calves and your lambs and all that stuff.
You've got livestock. You've got a responsibility to your livestock.
God, I hadn't considered that, Grindle. If you paint
8 tunnels on walls.
if you paint a tunnel on the wall, they run right into it. That's a good point.
Do you know what the thing about those cartoons is that they've put this thing in my head that if you jump off a cliff, as long as you don't look down, you're not going to fall. You're just going to stay suspended in the air.
Yeah.
If you look at the cartoons, when they come off the cliff, they're like, the legs are going like this, aren't they?
Yep.
And then they look down, and then they fall.
That's
So
why you
stop-
never look down.
Yeah, never look down. You'll never come off a cliff.
Yeah, you don't look down. You'll be fine. Saw another one where the guy his son had called him. He was trying to go across. It was out in the country, and the son was trying to cross a kind of berm thing next to a pond. And he's like, "Dad, I can't get past. The geese won't let me get by." And there's like 8 geese.
Yeah, they're vicious.
And the guy had a German Shepherd. So he let that German Shepherd went tearing down that thing, and those geese were like, "We're out of here!" They all took off.
Brilliant.
And the son came across. He's like, "I know how to get these geese out of here."
My great uncle Len was my father's uncle, and he owned a farm out in just outside Chester, which you'll probably heard of, close to a place called Bebington.
Yep, I know where it is. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a big piece of land. He had something, a big piece UK wise, not
Beautiful
States.
farmland out there, actually.
Yeah, and he used to keep sheep. He used to have an apple orchard at the front of the house. The front of the house was walled. It was a walled house, and it had big black iron gates. And you used to drive up a gravel driveway. And on the left was an apple orchard.
Keep the
And
Welsh
on the
out.
right, on the right was great Auntie Olive's rose gardens. All going all the way up to the house. So you used to go up this gravel driveway up to the house, and it had. I mean, this is memories now, but it had all the old cooking, like Argers, and my Auntie Olive was typical farmer's wife, apron, bun, hair in a bun, always making food. You know, apple crumble, you name it.
Yeah.
And anyway, long story cut short, he used to have sheep and he used to have land. He used to hire his land out to the local cattle people so the cattle could eat. But he also had kept sheep separate. But he had a flock of geese. And I have never, as a child, I was like 6 or 7 years old, never so scared in all my life of these geese. He used to chase me all round the apple orchard. He used to set them on me. Go on, get them. Talk about getting fit. The age of 6, running around being chased by crazy geese. Like, absolutely awesome geezer. Absolutely. He actually died at the age of 98.
Oh wow.
The farmhouse was a 3-story thing, and so he would never ever. This is typical farmers. Pay anybody to do anything on his land or in his house.
Right.
So he was up on the top. He was up on a set of ladders on the very top, clearing the gutters out at the age of 98. Had a stroke and then fell.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
but at the age of at the age of 98, he was up a 12-foot ladder doing the guttering. It's like, fucking hell, Uncle Len. Absolutely amazing guy.
I don't know if
and
you
all
say-
his farm equipment.
Yeah.
All his farm equipment was all horse-drawn. So
Oh, wow.
everything he had an old horse-drawn plough. Everything he did, he used to get the old local draper's horse, get that all sort of linked up, and away he went and did his business with the horse. Never had a tractor on his land at all.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry cut short.
That's crazy. I wouldn't say necessarily died doing what he loved, because I don't.
Yeah,
think-
but I mean, he was out and about doing his thing.
Sure,
wasn't he?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
just living
Yeah.
life, man. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's about 2 hours, and I got stuff I got to do. I have to go build a cat ramp.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've only got 110 electricity, so it's not going to do the cat much. You need to be at my place. 240, mate. 240
Yeah.
volt. Bang.
Steel Guts. What's happening, man? You still streaming? Haven't seen Steel Guts in a coon's age, man. Yeah, I'm doing well, dude. I hope you're doing well too.
Yeah.
I will. You still streaming? Go see Steel Guts if he's still streaming. Still doing tanks? No? Okay. Yeah. A lot of the old school are moving on. You know what I mean? I gotta find a new game.
Well, that's it. I mean, we've tried, haven't we? We have tried.
Yeah. I need another go-to.
Here, before you go, how's you developed a little game, didn't you?
Who, me?
Did you not? Yeah, you did. You did a little bit of development.
We're still messing around with that stuff. We just haven't done it.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't got it's on hold. We've sort of transitioned into flying DCS. So we spend Monday doing BFM and ACM. That's kind of the plan right now.
That's all right. That's fine.
I
Because I tell everybody you've got a gaming company and everybody,
Yeah,
So,
I still have that. I mean, it's 1212 Gaming, which covers the
Yeah.
streaming and the channel and all the stuff that we do, and that's kind of in the background. Slick, the guy I work with, is actually working a little bit with AI to sort of redo that game,
Nice.
and
Nice.
he just moved, so he's in the middle of a big move. The AI might be a game changer for doing it. It's just getting the
Quite
code.
possibly, yeah. Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the coding done is the problem. You can have all kinds of great ideas. Everybody has a freaking idea, right? Everyone thinks they got a great idea. How do you develop that idea into the thing? What's the thing? Does the thing work? And that's kind of where we are.
And yeah, it's bringing people on board as well that will do it for nothing.
Yeah.
It's not trying to employ people, but get people in who can do that sort of stuff. It's second nature. Sit at the keyboard and bang you out 500 lines of code in a minute.
One of the things we're sort of talking about, which would be really interesting, is virtual flying, virtual squadrons, because the capability to put the virtual world into the real world with AR is really starting to mature a bit. So, for example, you're doing a big exercise out over the 470 complex here in the Gulf of Mexico, and you've got maybe 8 real jets, 4 on each side, and then you add to the red side 20 more that are virtual, and you fly them from basically your desktop or VR or something like that. Now, what you would need is a group of guys or gals, group of people, put it that way, who are familiar enough with fighter aviation that they could do the tactics, do all the stuff, fly the airplane, be credible replicators of the Red Air. But also, you don't have to have an actual airplane. You know,
No, that's.
and everyone sees it in the networked situation. So there's several companies working on that. What would be cool then? My kind of idea. What would be really good is now you're a contractor. You have a squadron. You've got 20 people or whatever working, and you contract out to fly Red Air as the virtual Red Air for these exercises or missions, and then you just link into the network and you fly it from wherever.
Well, I mean, that is like, you wouldn't even need a location. If people have got the right kit at home, you could have 10 people doing it from their own houses. You know what I mean? Employed by you, the company.
Yeah.
But
So
doing it from home, sort of thing. Yeah.
and one of the biggest hurdles to that is the whole security piece, because depending on what security level the mission's being done at, there's a lot of what it's the same thing. I have a good idea, but how does it work? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you bring that into the real world?
Yeah. So all of this is possible right now. It hasn't all been created, and a lot of times it's stopped by the security stuff.
Yeah.
So that's just something in the back of my mind for all that stuff. You get a piece of it, Cliffy. I'm gonna need pilots. So get yourself some DCS. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be DCS, but it's the same idea as that kind of idea. How would you do it? What software would you use? All that stuff. You know, most of the big gaming companies and things like Microsoft, they're all working on that very thing with the Air Force and the Navy and all that stuff. But the question then becomes who does it? How do you contract out to, say, a virtual squadron who's got 10
Does
people?
they have to have, unless you get AI, but AI good enough to be able to create
No, see, this is
10
that's
pilots that know what.
that's one of the
tactics
things they're
you
trying to
do.
do is they're trying to see if AI will do that. But you're going to get a limited capability with AI, and there may be some applicability to the AI stuff. But I think you also want some actual human, man in the loop stuff. So that whole thing is a really dynamic situation right now in the training world.
Yeah.
So it would be cool though to go, all right, I've got a virtual squadron. We have 10 people. You know, I can give you 8 lines a day or 6 lines a day, depending on schedules and all that stuff. And you fly an hour mission. Because, if you're virtual, you don't have to take off and go to the airspace and worry about fueling up.
No.
When the fighters,
the point of contact.
When they take off, they can physically go out there. Once they're ready, then you log in and make sure you would do it early enough that you were ready. And then when they go fights on, your stuff generates and
Absolutely.
You go.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Let's go find somebody to raid.
Let's go raid somebody.
Who we got?
Well, that was a good one this week.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody coming by. I'm going to go build a cat ramp, of all things. Looks like the stream is starting soon. So what is it, 10 minutes or so? Something like that. See, this time doesn't match what it said on the website either. So maybe it's just Clan Showdown today. I think I've already got all the drops for it. It was just kits and things. So I'm not sure if you're going to get the mystery drop today or not. Cliffy seems to think not, and that's kind of what it looks like to me as well. Let's go World of Tanks here. Thanks, O'Brute. We'll see you tomorrow, my friend.
Yeah, thanks to everybody. Always good to catch up on a Sunday.
I don't really see anybody I know here. Here we go, S4 Dus. He's got 1 viewer, so we're going to go help him out. S4 Dus.
Yeah, it'd be nice for him. A little bit of a surprise.
All right, y'all. I appreciate you coming by. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Hello to the new guys. Appreciate it. Official Twitch channel cover stream. More drops like premium. Don't forget to check out August 20. Okay, cool. We're gonna send you guys over there in 10 seconds. Two, a one. Pilgrim, say goodbye to the people. See you guys.
Goodbye to the people.